What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is a day that many people said would eventually come, but nobody thought this was truly possible. Today, President Trump is being called many things. He's being called a traitor, an instigator, and even a sore loser. But nobody in Congress is actually calling him our leader. Many people, both Democrats and Republicans, are calling for President Trump to be removed from office, that he is not capable of fulfilling his job as president. They're ordering right now, they want to invoke the 25th Amendment, which means he would essentially be taken out of office and Vice President Pence would take over his duties as president for the next 14 days. Now, not only is President Trump being told to not make any remarks from his staff, he is also being blocked on Twitter for 12 hours. And they are trying to determine if they will just ban him completely. On Instagram, it's stated that he is going to be blocked for 24 hours. This right here has President Trump furious that the two places that he posts, Twitter mainly, is blocking him and considering banning him forever. This has him furious that why are they doing this? This is why he wanted to put together a plan to repeal Section 230. But right now, Congress is not even looking at that. Right now, Congress is looking at President Trump. Every single statement that I'm hearing from the House and the Senate for their certification of the Electoral College votes, right now, what I can tell you is I haven't heard anybody actually object to the certification. Everybody right now seems to be on the same page to get President Trump out of office. Now, I'm not trying to be pro-Trump. I'm not trying to be, against him. I just want to show you and tell you what is currently happening. Now, as all this stuff is happening, multiple members in Congress are actually working on an impeachment and also trying to get enough support to invoke the 25th Amendment. According to Ed O'Keefe, who's a CBS News political correspondent, he says in a tweet, "This is not news we deliver lightly," according to Margaret Brennan. She says on her report, Trump cabinet secretaries are discussing invoking the 25th Amendment to remove President Trump. Nothing formal yet presented to VP Pence. I'm talking about actual members of the cabinet, she says. This is big. Even Hugo Lowell, a political reporter, posted this on his Twitter feed just a short time ago. It says, breaking news via NBC News. House Dems Ted Lieu and David Cicilline are circulating a new letter among colleagues that calls for VP Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment and remove Trump for being unfit for office. This is big. President Trump might not even get impeached. And this is what Democrats are wanting. And it's not completely out of the question for Republicans at this point either. What happened today, everybody's pointing to President Trump. This was your fault. You were the one that enticed the protesters to let's march down to the Capitol and let's protest. We'll do this together. But in the end, President Trump actually wasn't even there. He was back at the White House while all this chaos was ensuing. What we're hearing from multiple reports in Washington is that President Trump might not even stick around. He might not even stick around till the rest of this week to see what Congress does. According to reports, President Trump may just leave Washington along with his family by Friday. That's what we're hearing. Today's Wednesday. In 2 days, President Trump could be gone. This would be huge. This would be huge no matter who you side with, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter. I don't know if this has ever happened when a president just leaves office. He's just done. I quit. Has that ever happened? If you know, comment down in the comment section below who it was. Because personally, I don't believe anyone has ever done that. Right now, we are getting reports from multiple lawmakers wanting to move past this current administration. Again, both Republican and Democrats. And just get on with something new and different. They just want something different. They want something new. They want a fresh start. They're saying with what's happened recently, with the whole pandemic, everybody just wants to have a fresh start. And this could be one way to do it with the new administration. Currently, Both the House and Senate are meeting to discuss the certification of the presidential election, the Electoral College votes. At the time of recording this video, I have not heard any Republican object to the results. Multiple Republicans in the Senate said before today that they were going to object. They would object to Pennsylvania. They'd object to Arizona. They'd object to Georgia. But here's the thing. Right now, nobody is actually contesting the election. Again, I'm not saying I'm for Democrats. I'm not saying I'm for Republican. I'm just trying to give you the facts. Many people who originally sided with President Trump ultimately flipped because of what happened today. What you need to understand is that the events that happen today are going to not only change what Congress does today and over the next coming days, but this is going to be remembered in history as one of the saddest days for our country. When our leader, the leader of the free world, ultimately was the one that talked protesters into walking down and protesting in front of the Capitol. Now, again, I'm not going to point all blame at President Trump, because as an adult, as a human being, if somebody tells me to do something, it's my right, it's my choice whether I do that or not. So it's not all on President Trump, but according to Congress, that's the only person that's at fault. Now, while most of America was watching the chaos unfold in Washington, Wall Street seemed to be cheering because they were having a record day. But when did we as American people, and I absolutely love Wall Street, make a lot of money with stocks. Absolutely love it. But when did we as Americans, as a country, when did we care more about Wall Street than as the country itself? That's what I question. That's what I wonder. Now, this will be a very big day. But as a father trying to explain this to my kids, my two sons that actually understood what was happening, one that's 12, one that's 7, and I have one that's not even 2, so he doesn't know. But my 12-year-old asked, is that like London has fallen? Is that like Olympus has fallen? Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. That was tough to put into words what was happening as we were watching it on TV. Now, even former President Barack Obama had some words to say today. He said, history will be rightly remembering today's violence at the Capitol, incited by a sitting president who has continued to baselessly lie about the outcome of a lawful election, as a moment of great dishonor and shame for our nation. But we'd be kidding ourselves if we treated it as a total surprise. I know many of you called it. Many of you said this in the live video I did earlier today. You said that I called that we knew there would be riots. We knew President Trump would do something. He would do something. And a lot of you guys were right. So for that, I'm sorry. I personally did not think a sitting president or even a former president, anybody, would do something like that. Again, I'm not pointing all the blame at President Trump, like I said. But according to Congress, he is the one that's currently at fault. Now, this is not and has never been, and I do not want it to be a political channel. I just don't want that. I like to talk about finances, about everything. But after today and what happened today, I felt like the live video I did earlier and talking about what is currently going on in politics and with the president, this has a major impact not only on finances, but on the future of the country, which ultimately does impact finances, does impact our money, the stock market, real estate. It impacts everything. So that is the reason why I decided to do these couple videos. I just want to say this is not something I plan to continue to do, but if there's more big things like this, I will do another video. So just want to thank you guys for watching. It's been a crazy day. Hopefully we can get through this. Hopefully everybody's safe. One person did lose their life today. So I pray for that person and their family. It's a very sad day, but this is big. We could see any time now President Trump ultimately just leaves the White House. We could see Mike Pence now take over the duties of the president for the next 14 days. And again, this is something I don't think we've ever seen. So just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on, not only political, but in finances, with business, and with stimulus. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.